Hi, everybody. Welcome to Mark's Backyard Birds. Well, do you have someone in your life that may be older, or maybe not older, but limited in mobility and able to get out and enjoy the outdoors? Maybe they're fun. We we get this a lot, and a good regular follower on the channel called me the other day. We were talking, and he thought this would be a great idea for a program because he had an experience he wanted to share with his father when he got older, and he called it the dementia years, and that was that bird feeders brought him so much joy. And gave him focus, and we've seen it in many cases before. We've helped people who have family members and assisted living situations and things like that, how that they can set up bird feeders and enjoy the birds that bring them some happiness in their day that had in these later years in life. So that's what I'm going to address today. What, when, how, that kind of thing. What we have found to be most successful is there's no denying the health benefits of birds. It's been proven in many studies that the birds are relaxing for us. Birds give us focus and attention. They we enjoy the colors. We enjoy the songs. The activities, the actions, things like that. It keeps our eyes alert. Especially when we get older. Following the birds. That is all good. And if you have someone like that in your life, then you want the best for them, and you want to be able to treat them to things that will help them. And bird feeding is certainly one of them. Now we're going to have to cover a wider variety because not everybody is confined to a facility. They may be at home, yet they just can't get out and fill their feeders very, very often. They need the assistance in that. So and of course, their eyesight tends to fail later in years. And what are the feeders and things that can help them the most? So this is an Eastern Bluebird on a window feeder eating mealworms. But if they are still in their home, or you are still in your home, a pole system pretty close to your windows it can work very well. And there's people ask me this a lot too. Is like, well, can feeders be too close to your windows? No, I'm actually of the belief that the closer the feeders are to your windows, the better you are, and the safer for the birds. Because if birds get spooked and like a Cooper's hawk flies through the yard and they all scatter, well, with the feeders being closer to windows, they don't have the time, the speed, when they bang into the windows, if they do, to hurt themselves. Whereas if they're flying from a distance, they got more speed and the impact is greater and they stand a greater chance of getting hurt. So these pole systems close to the windows can be a real asset. And of course, you've got a lot of flexibility with them. You can hang different kinds of bird feeders on them, tube feeders, peanut feeders, trays on the pole, etc. If you don't have that luxury, if they say there's a patio or a deck, maybe just an old table that you have out there on the deck or patio. I use one on my deck now. I put bird seed like this on there, my boardwalk blend mainly, and I often do lay my in shell peanuts just like here because the blue jays come in and truly enjoy that and take those away. And that can be an easy way to feed. An alternative to this, we had a customer who was coming into the store and buying her own bird seed and driving up until into her mid 90s, and she talked about she doesn't want to risk falling down in the icy conditions or snowy conditions. So what she used to do, she had some big trays that I think a couple she had bought from me, and another one was just kind of a pie pan type tray she had. And in the snow, she would just open her sliding glass window, put the tray down, pour birdseed on it, and push it out onto a deck with a broom. And then when it needed refilling, she could reach out with her broom and pull it back to the door, put more feed on it, put it away. That way she's not risking falling in slippery, icy conditions and things like that. It was a really good idea in a way that she could continue to enjoy birds. Of course, are window feeders, feeders that attach to windows. And It's just a variety of them here, but they work. These all work via suction cups, and some are you got just an open tray on the bottom left, a covered tray, as we would call a fly through on the lower right, and then the upper is a hopper. And they all have their benefits and flexibilities, but those bring birds in very, very close. And that is wonderful because, again, with the failing eyesight, you get to enjoy them that much more, seeing them that close. And so that has been a big solution for us, especially for people in assisted living homes where the facility doesn't allow poles to be placed in the grounds. You know, it's usually because of landscaping, the mowers, and things like that. But you have to ask. You really do. You have to explore the possibilities. Well, they're saying, oh well, the seeds are going to attract squirrels and rodents and things like that. Not if you take extra care. Let's go seed here. If you go with a no waste seed, this is Mark's no waste blend, but there are no holes here, so you're not going to get excess seeds falling and germinating in the grass and attracting critters underneath the feeders. So a no waste seed is a real benefit in this situation. And then, of course, if you do have feeders, trays, if like this seed blend has waste, of course, because there's seed holes in it. But if you use trays attached to your tube feeders, then you will cut down the waste falling to the ground. But you're going, well, wait a minute. How can you hang a tube feeder from a window? Well, we have that solution. If they don't have suction cups themselves, if they're a hanging feeder like that with a tray, then you can use window suction cup hooks like this one, and they hold like up to 4 pounds, so they're fine to hold a tube feeder. You know, you don't want to try to hang a big heavy metal feeder on or anything, but most Oriole feeders, hummingbird feeders, tube feeders, like the finch feeders and multi-seed feeders can work on these. And these, again, are terrific. They've last for a long time. If you ask for recommendations on attaching to suction cups, the suction cups, make sure the suction cup is very clean. You clean it. The glass is very clean where you're going to put it on. And then apply pressure on both those suction cups. Hold it down, hold it down, hold it down, let it go. And if in some circumstances, I've actually had people that the suction cups just wouldn't get a grip. And what I learned years ago from customers is they take egg whites and smear it on the suction cups, and it sets up very hard. And that has helped a lot of people too. So these feeders, this type of hook helps them a lot. But there are, and again, this is an Oriole feeder, and yes, they do make hummingbird feeders suction cup, and the hummingbird suction cups are feeders on the window are great because hummingbirds are so small, and it's hard to see them. And when they're this close, they get to enjoy them a lot more. Absolutely. And then the other no waste I was talking about, I got sidetracked with the hummingbird there. Peanuts. Peanuts are no waste. There's no holes or anything that goes down there. And again, you can hang this on that suction cup window feeder and bring the birds in close. So the birds are safer. You're enjoying it more. Your loved ones with memory issues, it gives them focus. It gives them something to concentrate on and enjoy. And then, of course, your indoor, we call it cat TV. If you've got pets inside, window feeders work great for entertaining them. This is a great picture that illustrates really a program near and dear to my heart. My mom, we set up feeders for her and later in life and the facility she was in. And most facilities are flexible. Now, there are some that are not. And so you have to be very creative. And again, no waste seeds and window feeders are probably your two best bets. But there's no reason to deny that enjoyment to your loved ones when you can, if you can. So it's a really good idea for a program. Thank you, Rick, for suggesting that. If you like the program, please give us a like, give us a share. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe. And until next time, let's talk birds.